Five, four, three, two, one.
Hello there, folks! We are the Boneheads.
We're a group of paleontologists in training, or in actually these two cases, I've mirror camera, more close to paleontologists than we ever thought. And today we're apparently torturing ourselves, as Gojira has said a few times. So let's introduce ourselves before we get to what we're doing today.
Sure, would you like to go first, Dom?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Dominic. I am a currently paused intern, fossil prep intern, and now collections intern, maybe. Anyways, to my that direction.
Howdy there, folks. I am Dr. Dino, or Doc for short. I have my own channel separate from this one, and I talk about dinosaurs. I'm currently doing a lot of research out in Wyoming and working with museums and schools and stuff and having a blast. As for what I know about this show, let's call it, I've heard mixed reviews, let's say, but I've only
That's
seen the trailer.
that's a generous. Oh yeah, I've seen the trailer and I've seen a review and a few comments. And well, you know what? Gojira's seen the thing. Why don't we let Gojira have his opinion?
Yep. My name is Gojira. I am a master's student, paleobiology master's student at the University of Bristol. I just got back from a trip to the Isle of Wight, which is why I look like a tomato. And I have seen this entire series. It took 3 attempts, but I got there. And as you may expect, who has 2 thumbs until he saw this coming? This guy.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you called
if
it was
you
going to be bad when we saw the trailer.
if you've seen a trailer review, there were a few things. Me and Doc were hopefully optimistic because there are some cool things in the trailer. Animation was a bit rough, but it wasn't too bad. This is not the fault of any animator or any paleontologist who work on this documentary. It is fully the higher ups at BBC that cause every issue with this thing. Because we will probably complain about the paleontology sections of this. We are not directing these towards the very hardworking paleontologists. These are to the higher ups.
At least a few of us have colleagues who were consulted for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is all about the product, not the artists. For anyone who has somehow not seen the original Walking With series, it was a groundbreaking documentary, is really the only way to describe it. It was a series that is near and dear to all of our hearts, and just about every paleontologist born in the last 3 centuries.
Oh
Three,
God, yeah.
3 decades.
3 centuries. Paleontology didn't exist 3 centuries ago.
At least in the last 3 decades. It came out in 1999 and featured 6 episodes going through the entire age of dinosaurs in roughly chronological order.
Yeah.
And the entire documentary had a through line of the rise and fall of the age of dinosaurs.
Yes.
A lot of the information is now outdated,
Or was
unfortunately.
outdated at the time.
And at the time, and some of the models they've
Not
aged,
great.
let's say, but it's still an absolutely fabulous documentary.
Oh yeah.
And even if just as entertainment, we highly recommend you check it out. You can find it online for free.
Walking with Dinosaurs and Walking With is it is what should be the level of what all documentaries should be. And most of the time during the mid 2000s, they were below it. There were some other things, like there was the Titanoboa documentary. Oh, and of course, it's all culminated in 2 or 3 years ago in Prehistoric Planet, which is the greatest dinosaur documentary, visual wise, storytelling, but visuals and science of all time.
Actually, on that note, for anyone like me who just loves music, there are specific tracks from Prehistoric Planet that are absolutely fabulous. The Dreadnoughtus
Oh,
fight
Dreadnoughtus.
music
Yes.
is one
That
of
is
the
the best music in the
best
show.
fight themes I've ever heard.
I think
And
Isosaurus is good too.
Yeah.
yeah, and going back to Walking With for a second, Time of the Titans.
Yes.
There's
Dun, dun,
nothing
dun,
better.
dun, 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 from Ballad of
There's
Baby.
also
I would go to war with that music in the background.
Oh yeah.
I go with Torosaurus lock horns to war.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
I'm gonna be boring. The opening with the screech.
Yes, the opening
Of
is
course.
the Walking with Beasts.
Oh, the Walking with Beast opening is the coolest piece of music of
That-
all time.
Like
It is
That
the best
is-
opening.
And the reason why we're saying this is because this is not Walking With. And
not even.
me and Doc will try to keep that in mind.
For the purposes of this review, this is Dinosaur Documentary 2025.
But what also scares me is I saw the episode names. The episode names are like 1.6, which means they want a season 2. That's what some documentaries do when they either are expecting to get a sequel or want one. I know brings me hope and fear because a sequel. Oh god, the clouds outside are getting darker.
I was gonna say your screen just went really dark and ominous.
That's perfect timing.
We mentioned this before we started recording, but since Gojira's in England, since we're recording at about
7
2
p.m. his
p.m.
time.
Central Time in the US, the sun behind him is going to slowly dim as we record.
Yes.
So
Now,
uh,
before we preface anything, we've heard a few good things about this. We've heard that the Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus, when they're on screen, are pretty well, and that episode 6 is, at least I've heard, like a different show compared to the rest of this. At least from what I've heard. And episode 1 we're starting with is the Rex episode, which
they're
Yep.
starting with the Rex.
we've had some talks behind the scenes about Doc's opinion is that if a documentary wants to do well, it has to get the Rex correct. And
Yes.
apparently this very much doesn't, which does not bode well.
With all that out of the way, without further ado, Dom, let's
King
let us die.
with
Be very
Dinosaurs
brave.
2020. Oh wait, let me. Also, one more change from old Walking With. The time.
Yeah, that's
It's
long.
twice as long as the original episode.
Correct. So if this is bad, this would be really bad.
This is
because
going to
of
be
very bad.
painful.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, does this first episode have a title?
Episode 1 is called The Orphan.
Sure. That's
That doesn't feel like a Walking With title.
no, it
It
doesn't.
does not.
Oh,
Well,
the orphan, everyone.
let us play and let us pray. Ooh.
These look like different shows I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's kind of the consensus that I've gotten. Like, each shot feels like a different show. Like, some feel like Prehistoric Planet, where the others are, like, worse than Dinosaur Planet.
We'll see about that title.
Oh, no.
Oh
Yeah.
no, don't you dare.
So, one thing I want to say, just a little thing about that truck there.
Yeah?
It looks way too clean to be a paleontologist.
Oh, yeah.
It does, yeah.
Here, a team from the North Carolina Museum.
Huh. We
Huh.
know that team, technically. We've heard of them at least. Wait, this is the Xano branch. This is Xano then, isn't it?
Oh,
Natural
could be.
Maybe.
Or at least they work with Xano because that's North Carolina.
Huh, that's neat. That's a small humerus.
Very young individual.
Oh god.
Oh, hey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other thing that was immediate. Wow. Apparently the science in this is for children. So Yes, that is a small individual. If the bone is sorry.
Oh, so Clover is gonna die in this because Eric's a
Well,
juvenile
These
skeleton.
we'll see. We'll see.
Oh yeah,
The
wait,
Atlantic
wait, what?
for
Why would you spoil that?
Oh,
for the
Yeah.
first time.
This transition's so slow. Why is it so slow?
why is it so slow? Those plants look about right, actually. Like those
And
are
the
that's
occasional-
not bad.
Alright, that shot from the Rex isn't bad.
Yeah, that's a cool shot.
Clover shouldn't be okay. That lighting is good.
Meet
That
Clover,
looks at least
the
not bad.
Triceratops.
Yeah. So I guess our main character for this episode is Clover, a baby Triceratops. Folks will probably notice this doesn't look like most Triceratops you see. That's because Triceratops, along with a bunch of other dinosaurs, change a ton as they age. Triceratops, in particular, starts with this short, stubby face with a little spiky frill, and the brow horns point upwards and backwards. Uh, Usually a bit more than shown here, but it depends on how old Clover is, I guess. As they age, the horns grow forward, but they retain the curve from when they were babies. So they have this really cool looking swoop.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
the horns on the, or sorry, the
The
yeah, more
epi-occipital.
horns on the outside of the frill are slowly absorbed into it. So a
Yeah.
fully mature adult will have a completely rounded frill.
So this actually
Yes.
pretty good for a baby, and I like her colors. Her colors kind of make sense, being weirdly like almost moss colored for a
Facial
baby.
camouflage.
Exactly. Deer do this, and so do baby cheetahs.
Yeah, the skin looks right too. It's
You
a
know
lot
what?
of small polygonal scales interrupted by big bumpy ones.
Barely half a meter tall. That's not really a that's like a year old, isn't it?
I'd have to double
I
check, but that sounds right.
think.
Okay. Okay, so
I mean, I'm the Triceratops scene expert. So.
I mean, I'd be okay still calling that a baby. Like that.
oh,
That's
well, I'm
fine.
still going a baby, but okay. But half a meter
Like a
tall
kid.
does give. Stream is huge. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. The environmental integration of this is almost
She's the
non-existent.
size of a
Oh,
large
like the
dog.
scale's really bad.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, she
like,
looks like a hatchling
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
that and just how they interact with their environment is not great,
Hmm.
and it doesn't get better.
So pause, because that rock scene that reminds me almost immediately of the Triassic bit from when dinosaurs roamed America, which is famously the worst looking bit
Yeah.
of that show.
Yeah, even though it is a fun sequence. Also,
It's
I love how the subtitles are just.
Sorry if we pause a lot, by the way.
Also,
Why would she travel alone?
Yeah,
yeah,
know they're-
that's one thing. And on what you said about pausing, Dom, I do
Yeah.
want to emphasize to people, even if the documentary is bad, it has a lot of really interesting animals in it. So if the documentary doesn't do a good job of telling you guys about it,
we
we
might.
want to.
Exactly.
And
one,
Triceratops definitely lived in herds, not
Well,
alone, especially as a
we're-
baby.
even if
Unless
we,
it is an
Well,
orphan, I guess.
there is some evidence of like age segregated small groups, like 3 juvenile Triceratops, and I think there was one thing about like 2 adults and a juvenile, so they were like small groups. And
Yeah.
I know the Naturalis Museum in Denmark, I think, has like 5 adult Triceratops that were found together. So
even if
at the most,
that-
we're living in small herds.
mind you,
Yeah.
the show might describe why she's alone, but a baby of her size, because she's actually, I realized she is really small. She's the size of my smallest dog. So no, she's under like 40, 30 pounds. She's a baby.
Yeah.
Triceratops might be closer to 80 or 90, that size.
Yeah, but
They're chunky.
No, my dog is like 20, is what I'm saying. I'm doubling that
Okay.
dog's weight for this trike. She should not be alone. I may explain why, but even if she lost her parents, not evidence of it, but it'd probably be more realistic if she's at least following a herd from behind.
Yeah, ceratopsians in general seem to have been very social animals.
Correct.
We find tons of them in herds, some in herds numbering in the hundreds or thousands.
We'll see that later in this documentary, apparently.
jungle alone.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she
She's
leggy?
leggier than an adult, which is good. That's accurate.
Okay, so he is meant to be that leggy. She just looks weird, but that could be the proportions.
Yeah, it looks weird because you're used to adult Triceratops. The babies were a little leggier,
These strange
but they were
Okay.
still
white
hefty.
objects mean one thing. Playtime.
Is that an Oviraptorosaur? Those are definitely theropod.
If that's a Rex nest, that's way too small, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, if they're oval, they might be.
Oh,
Oh, wait, if they're oval, they might be pterosaur, because we know there's a pterosaur in this episode.
shouldn't they be leathery then?
But they look leathery.
This shot does, the others didn't. Yeah,
along
I
with all
think
the
those are
teeth in them.
Triceratops teeth. So yeah.
Don't often find upper jaws complete. No wear on them.
That's not bad science. That sounds like a paleontologist
Yeah, that's
talking.
true.
And that at least sounds like a paleontologist trying to talk.
They almost look carnivorous.
Okay,
Kind of an
No.
odd statement.
that is not what a paleontologist would say, ever, because they... Probably...
We know what Triceratops... I mean, I guess she's commenting on the look of the teeth, right? But
I don't know if
they
you know
don't look
what,
like carnivorous teeth.
if you know what carnivorous dinosaur teeth look like, they don't. If you know what carnivorous teeth in nature look like, they don't. They look like plant teeth because they're shaped like
The teeth
leaves.
are a
Small,
I love how
upper
it's
arm
like,
bone
okay, it's not that bad, and then they say that, and it's
And
like,
then it gets worse.
By measuring Clover's arm bone, they can more accurately
Uh-huh.
estimate how old she was.
So 3 years old. Okay, that's a better estimate. Also, that's not how you age something. You don't measure its arm bone because size difference, but whatever.
You can get a rough
3 years old?
estimate.
Buried all alone.
Seems to
That's
be
a
by
good
herself,
sign for
hasn't found any
Clover's
photos
longevity in this
for it.
episode.
She could have been with her herd and ate something poisonous and just dropped dead.
Yeah, and also saying, well, there's not a thing in this hole. She must have been alone. It's not like an elephant, and even if it's an elephant, if things die, they tend to be left alone. Unless it's a mass die-off.
I mean, also, we can't see through rock. There could be a full adult 2 feet into that cliffside.
And we'll never know. Yeah, died,
Alone.
but sure.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Harry.
Ooh.
So, this is Inferno Dracon. We know this. I don't know if the episode will say it, but this is Inferno Dracon, a very newly discovered, or at least newly named, as Darken from the Hell Creek. It's named in reference to another as Darken called Cryo Dracon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I believe that it is directly referencing Cryo Dracon. So this is an Infernal Dracon. Its name means fire dragon because as Darkens tend to be named after dragons or gods. And you don't know much about it. It is a mid-sized Darken. I think it's around 10 feet tall.
I thought it was like 6 or 7.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's a small size as Darken. Yeah, mind.
It was
Okay.
like 13-foot wingspan, I think.
Uh,
Let me
Yeah.
double check.
Okay.
Let me double check.
and
I don't know a ton about this animal specifically, but Ashdarkids
yeah,
in general are really
I like its
interesting group of
design.
pterosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
so
it looks like an Ashdarkid.
okay. So like the estimated height is like just under 2 meters, and the maximum estimate for its wingspan is about just over 4 meters.
Oh, this is a
Oh, so
tiny
this
as
is a very
Darken.
small Ashdarkid.
Okay, so this.
Yeah.
Wait, if Clover's half a meter tall, then we'll get to the size.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably about right. 4 Clovers are as tall as it. Okay, that size is at least right. That
Yeah.
rock looks wrong, and I know it's real.
It looks
Okay.
like it looks like someone placed it.
No, it looks fake. Like they put plaster on it.
Kind of.
An Inferno
It's
Dracon.
kind of weird. I do want to just say a little about Ashdarkids though, because we have a full body shot. So most of the time when you think of pterosaurs, you think of something like a pteranodon, short legs, eats fish, all that kind of stuff. This is a member of a very weird group of pterosaurs that, as far as we know, primarily lived and hunted on land. And while they could still fly, at least all the ones we know so far, they have an absurd body plan. They have a tiny body with a super long neck and massive head. That head might be too small.
Nah, maybe.
And they're so bizarre. They're
I
the
don't.
weirdest pterosaurs, and I love them, and fear and hate them at the same time.
Well, let me grab tissues. I don't know if we have the head for Inferno Dracon. I'm gonna grab tissues. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
While I'm doing that, Gojira, see what we have of Inferno Dracon.
Fifth cervical vertebra of an Asdarkid pterosaur, next to Jane, actually.
Oh.
Wait, this is
And-
named on one cervical vertebra?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
the fifth cervical neck vertebra. And
Yeah, it's an Asdarkid, all right.
it was cataloged as BMR P2002.2, originally labeled as Quetzalcoatlus spa, but it was then determined as a indeterminate Asdarkid, but more recently it was re-examined and it was described as Inferno Dracon hasticulus.
If a pterosaurid paleontologist says a vertebrae can be diagnostic, because I know mammal vertebrae is very diagnostic, so with mammal teeth, then I will believe you. So sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's named after one bone. Yeah, it's an
Giant
Asdarkid.
pterosaurs
Exactly.
common at the
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatlus lawsoni is the only one known from really good material.
Right? Okay. Well, knowing this isn't predator prey and this is like it going away from its nest, I'm fine with it being weirdly slow and trying to just scare it off.
Agreed. It's being careful around the nest.
Yeah.
But
It's
hopefully.
But
it's
Clover
reasonable
is
for now.
Yeah.
That's
Clover,
just
why are
taking
you not running?
Run! Run, child! It's giving you every warning possible.
This is a very dumb child. Oh,
This
and then
is
it
a
sees
very-
the egg.
This is a very
Oh.
wants her egg.
shit mother. No, the Inferno Dracon looks very pretty.
Yeah.
We're gonna click
People are
back
going to
this
look at
shot.
it and think
This
it looks
time,
weird and
little
unnatural, but that's
Triceratops
just
was
what
lucky.
an Asdarkid looks like.
Okay, so that wasn't bad. Okay. Documentary. If you go on the assumption that something found a mile away from a singular hole is congruous with the same thing if there's literally one thing in it,
I
sure, but
I think they're just pointing out that this is something else that lived in the environment. I think that's fine.
Tail vertebrae and helps rigid structure.
These thin
science!
bones
That's good
may
science.
once have
Thank
formed
you.
part of a thick, muscular tail.
They just said
Yeah,
that.
Okay. But I think he
Yes.
described the wrong thing though. That sounds and looks like an ossified tendon.
It is an
It's not,
ossified
it's not a
tendon.
vertebral process.
Yeah,
It is. It is an ossified tendon, but whatever.
Yeah,
6
that's not a
meters
vertebral
long.
process. That's a completely different
But
thing.
this
the science is
Meat-eating
not
dinosaur feature.
great in this.
I mean,
Sure.
okay, if you find one that big in the Hell Creek,
Yes,
my immediate guess is Edmontosaurus because they have
Oh,
massive ones.
they do.
Yeah,
So that's not.
yeah, yeah.
If it was a vertebrae, I'd give you it being meat eating because theropods are very distinct vertebrae, but that's an ossified tendon, so whatever.
Yeah, that's non-diagnostic. There's already a few weird audio cues that are mismatched.
I think the camera's weird. The camera's been all weird on this already.
Yeah.
Oh God, this
It
is the
wasn't
clamp.
moving. It wasn't
8
moving in the
tons.
last shot. Oh,
Yep.
I-
So remember how
Wait,
how you
that
said
shot-
you wished that was
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
that was different.
That was
No,
That little
that's
So he moves differently there than he did in the trailer.
he does.
no.
Oh,
He
he
looks
doesn't.
exactly the same.
No,
Like-
in the trailer. So remember, we kept when we were watching, or not the trailer, the
What?
Rex scene. We didn't record this. We talked about this privately, but it moved weirdly. I called it out in that shot too. In this shot here, it looked a lot heavier than it did in the clip we saw.
I think I
They
know
added
why.
a little camera shake.
The camera shake
I'm
isn't
not
in the clip.
seeing it.
No. I think guaranteed the movement's the exact same. I think the camera shake is the reason why. Because I agree with
they
Gojira.
gave it a weighty feel that wasn't in the
Yeah.
clip. That's
'Cause
something we really harped on.
I agree with
I'll have
Gojira.
to.
It looks the exact
I'll
same, but
I'll have to double check it. I'll compare and contrast.
Okay, maybe it's just the camera jiggle, but
Yeah.
something's different and it feels much weightier. Let's see if they continue.
With 1.5 meter long.
that foot's not there. Okay, this is the other thing. That's a different Rex model than what we just saw. We harped on this before. Not going to go into more. The Rex in this shot is missing scars that it literally just had 2 seconds ago.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
and there are a few shots where it appears that the skull changes shape a bit. A weird thing about T-Rex, well, maybe not a weird thing, but T-Rex is known for having incredible individual variation. So
Especially its
different
head.
skeletons will look different, and you can recognize a T-Rex by its face. They have
Yes.
faces. This one, I want to say this looks like Stan, but
I
there's
don't know off the top of my
there's
head.
another shot that looks more like Scotty.
The Earth's
The-
most
yes.
infamous predator could swallow Clover whole.
That's not really true if Clover's 1/2 meter tall and 1.5 meters
Yeah.
long face, but okay. I don't want to be too mean and be very nitpicky, but there's not much to praise, so I'm noticing all the issues.
Yeah.
I just realized what it is. The Darkin looks like a fucking puppet. It's moving like a puppet, like someone's in its head with a hand.
Fortunately, the hunter.
I mean,
focus
I've seen puppets that look more
elsewhere.
convincing than that, but
It also could definitely see it from here.
yeah, like
Whatever. Okay, I want
Is
to
it
go back.
PNG time?
Well, one PNG time. 2, the Rex is the same size as the Inferno Drake. The Inferno Dracon has grown in size since it was last shown. But 2, this is the same shot from when the Inferno Dracon was just standing over its eggs, and the Rex is the same exact size.
So this is a roughly 2 meter tall T-Rex. Yeah, this is, well,
2 meters? That's like a
yeah,
baby.
that's a young adult.
It's
2
very
me-
young.
That's like a-
Wait, duh, 2 meters, 6 feet, not 12 feet. Yeah, this is young. This does not look like a young T-Rex.
no, it looks like
How-
a scaled down adult.
This is just a scaled down adult.
Or-
we mentioned before how Triceratops changes substantially as it grows. So does T-Rex.
A
The
lot.
juveniles look completely different to the adults. This is an adult T-Rex at a juvenile size.
Yeah.
This should look like Jane.
Yeah,
Like-
it should. And it'd be cool if it did look like Jane, but whatever. It'd actually be so
Yeah.
cool because Inferno Dracon's
Have it be
found
Jane.
Why make it Jane? That'd be so cool because
Why
Inferno
not?
Dracon's found with Jane.
It'd be a nice change of pace too. Instead of an adult T-Rex, we'd have a juvenile as like the main predator.
That'd be so cool.
Something you never see.
Oh,
that's-
also,
Ugh.
one more thing.
Also, the
it's exact
colorations.
same.
T-Rex,
Um,
a light snack.
I mentioned earlier, this one looks more like Scotty, and the
Yeah,
coloration's
also-
different.
All right. Well,
Yeah, the animation's the exact same.
Yeah,
as the
it
clip.
is. I think there's more shaking while it's over here, but if you didn't notice, this is a PNG. This model froze and is also that tail looks odd, but
So bad.
this model, the Inferno Dracon, freezes here and doesn't move at all, has no weight, no physics.
Yeah.
Where here, it looks fine.
For
Yeah,
Clover,
they added shake here too.
a terrifying
The weight's better.
first encounter,
Yeah, I guess. Clover, why are you looking at
and
it?
it won't be her last.
I mean, I think that's fine for a curious juvenile, but
Up to
Also,
20,000 T-Rex.
jungle.
This is a
Eh.
different environment than you were just in.
Yeah, this is just a stock like
To survive,
photo background.
Clover needs
Also, the whole
protection.
20,000 T-Rex thing has been kind of called into question. There was like a study that said like there could be about like 20,000 T-Rex at any given time in Hell
Mhm.
Creek, and there'd be what 2 billion over the course of its evolutionary history,
Yeah.
That sounds
and
high.
that's been kind of called into question as of late.
Yeah, but that's not the
I'm not
doc's fault.
surprised.
That's not the doc's fault. I'm not going to harp the
And
dark on
fast.
that because that's a recent thing. Paleontology sections, you're kind of ignoring.
the search for
You're
more
kind of
clues,
starting to annoy me
Eric?
now.
This feels like Loop, where it keeps switching between the past and present.
I want to understand who was sharing the forest with Clover.
They know that it's
Duh.
2025, not 1980.
More like it's not 1905.
Yeah.
shows why Triceratops was so.
Okay.
That's got a pretty good surface detail.
Been
Yeah,
fucked
Gojira,
up.
you wouldn't happen to know anything about Triceratops
Still
brow
see where
horns,
all
would
the
you?
blood vessels would be, even on the horn.
A fair bit, actually.
In life,
I have a feeling we're
that-
going to see some behaviors you'll have some comments on.
A
Should be-
meter long? That's a baby brow horn. A meter?
No,
No, that's not a baby.
no. An adult brow horn is a meter long.
Oh,
That's like 3 feet.
I'm thinking of Yoshi's trike, because Yoshi's trike is massive. I keep
Yeah,
thinking of Yoshi.
Yoshi's trike is exceptional. Like he's kind of like the equivalent of a 12-point elk buck when they're usually like 8 or 10.
Yeah.
Isn't Yoshi's trike 2.5 meters long?
Yeah. Oh wait.
I
Wait.
think it's
Is it?
1.5
thought it was like
to
4.
2, I want to say.
If it was
thought-
4,
They're
The horn?
huge, but
yeah. Regardless, Yoshi's trike is really good. If you want to see a good representation of Yoshi's trike, go watch the last episode of season 2 of
with
Prehistoric
bony
Planet.
shield, almost 2
Mhm.
meters
Yes.
high.
Really good Triceratops.
so I'm friends with the paleontologist who put Yoshi together,
Yeah.
and when she saw him in the documentary or in Prehistoric Planet, she lost her mind.
He's the
I
coolest
bet.
thing on the planet.
It's like one of the best segments in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's pretty good, yeah.
and given when I'm studying, the way they fight, it's actually right on the money.
Yeah. And the fact that the horns are uneven, the fact that it has the idea of... Sorry, you know what? Let's not praise Prehistoric Planet in
Here
this
was a
other
creature
documentary.
Oh, no. We gotta praise something.
fighting off large
Yeah,
predators.
let's not get lost.
Here was a creature seemingly custom built, fighting off large predators.
Okay,
Let's not
you've done the stupid thing. It's not mid-2000s.
Well, okay.
I don't think that's a bad statement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
like-
think that's
reason...
bad.
Trust me, anti-predator defense is viable with those horns. I do not care what Jack Horner says. Those things could fight up a T-Rex.
They-
I don't fucking care.
That's not
But-
the reason they were there.
But it's not their primary function. Their primary functions were for display and interspecific combat.
You can punch someone in a fight. You did not evolve hands to punch people.
Correct.
Yes.
Weapons in nature, you almost always evolve for inter-specific combat. Armor, intraspecific. Armor evolves for interspecific. That's usually the rule of nature. The famously Ankylosaurus, its tail was probably evolved for beating each other with it, while its armor was anti-predator. That's not saying it couldn't use the giant mace for anti-predator. It definitely did, but that's not why it was evolved.
Yeah.
Yes.
As seen in the Ankylosaur Zool, the destroyer of shins.
Yeah,
Yes.
Still one of my favorite dinosaur names.
there's a lot of shots of nothing.
Yeah,
that's-
I'm noticing that.
Triceratops'
There's a
formidable
lot of
defenses
bloat here.
made it
He's got short horns if he's old, but
Why are his horns pointing
like-
upward still?
they're pointing forward, but they have a little upward curve. That's normal. That's fine.
Let's check out your Tricast expert's word for it.
I will say the Triceratops is one of the best models in the entire show.
Oh no, it looks beautiful. Something happened. Please don't tell me that's it.
Eric thinks
Oh!
to fear the
Th-
night
these
time
are-
most of all.
These are isolated scenes of Clover walking around a forest. Like, is there a story or a plot here or anything? Or
A very loose one.
He
A very,
uses
very,
scanned
very loose one.
T-Rex
hey,
They bring
hey,
a
I know
3D
that model.
printed-
I know that model.
They bring
That's
a
from Walking with
3D printed-
Dinosaurs. That's from the making of Walking with Dinosaurs.
It is.
That model.
I think it is.
It is. Also, why did you bring a 3D printer out in the middle of nowhere to print out a brain?
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird.
This is in Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Doc, Mr.
Well,
Field Specialist. Have you or your friend ever brought out a 3D printer with you when you've gone field digging? Or have you heard of any
So-
paleontologist that does this?
So if this is an established camp, I can think of one or two situations where you would actually.
Okay.
Like if you have a drone that has parts that can be 3D printed, I can see them bringing one just in case a part breaks, or
But-
some other specialized tool like that. It's not normal, but depending on your equipment, I think it's okay.
But a brain of a T-Rex.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Not a real big brain. A dinosaur's not doing calculus.
This man knows this already.
And also, hey, what was his name again? Eric Lung was his name?
Yeah,
Can you,
Eric Lund.
Can you see what he studies? Well, if they're named, 'cause I want
Um,
to know what they're studying, because I want to see how bad the documentary does mischaracterizing paleontologists.
He studies ceratopsians.
That's for smell.
That's for smell.
Well, I paused for a different reason. You
I know.
what factory means. You're a You're a biologist. That is fucking college level biology. Know what a factory means? It
College.
means.
I learned that in high school.
No, I learned that in elementary.
Well, I also
No,
learned that
middle
in
school.
elementary school, but like for a regular person, all factory, you're like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. That's for smell. That's for oh my god.
T-Rex probably had one of.
Why are you sitting at a camp talking about this?
Because this is a documentary.
I don't want that to be the reason, because this is
Like
documentary.
that should be voiceover while you're looking at a T-Rex on screen.
Yes.
Like that shouldn't be filmed.
That's gonna be a general trend for
As
this
darkness
documentary.
descends.
That actually looks really good.
I
If you
like
hang
this
on to
shot. When the
telltale
model, I
signs.
can't see it. It looks amazing.
That's kind of telling.
Well, I like this. I like this inflating when it
Yeah,
inhales.
that
I like
that
that.
would probably happen.
Most
We haven't
creatures
been told
are
if this is meant to be an
safe places
adult or
sleep.
not.
Clover
They don't tell
is
you.
awake.
Why is
She must
Clover
bulk up
awake?
by a ton size,
It's fine.
so feed.
I could be wrong, but I think Triceratops is hypothesized to kind of be like modern cows. They're awake when they're hungry.
Okay, that's fine.
In the
I
darkness,
think. I'm not
she
100%
sees
on
little,
that.
She
but
has good
T-Rex
smell.
sees her.
And hearing.
Perfect.
Actually, it is raining. It is raining. I'll give you that. It's raining.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't tell.
It is meant to be raining.
Because
it is meant
we
to be
can't
raining.
see anything.
It is meant to be raining.
Oh, the goddamn branch
Well,
snapped.
actually, no. It's raining on the T-Rex scene, but it's not raining on Clover's scene. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say Clover doesn't look wet.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
I get
that's
T-Rex.
awkward.
Okay, I get T-Rex isn't that fast, but
It's a bit.
why can't it catch it?
Why also is it bothering to chase a baby Triceratops? That is a waste of effort, unless you can grab it immediately.
It's a few bites worth of food. If it's hungry, I can see it doing that.
Did it
Clover's
just
about
eat
the
an
right size
Inferno
for a
Dracon?
meal. A small meal.
Yeah, it ate like Inferno Dracon, or at least
We have no concept of time of how long this has been.
no concept.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, I think this is meant to be a juvenile. I think this is meant to be a juvenile Rex.
Well,
Actually, could you go back to when it and Clover were both on
Actually,
screen?
wait. Face.
There was a shot.
Yeah,
There's
the
a shot where
T-Rex
they're both
looks
on
super
screen for a moment.
There.
Okay, so she's half a meter tall.
T-Rex is like 4 meters. So
Yeah, that looks roughly right. So if this is supposed to be the same T-Rex,
It has
they
the same scars.
shrunk it when it went
Yeah.
for the Inferno Dracon.
yes, it is no sense of scale.
Yeah. No, it has the same
Okay.
scars. It is meant to be the same Rex. I checked.
Right. Yeah.
It has the same disappearing scars.
I didn't know T-Rex could change size at will.
Also, this is like the most cliche like Land Before Time chase.
You know when this happens at almost exactly the same point of the episode? In Walking with Dinosaurs episode 1 with the Coelophysis.
Oh yeah.
You know what seems done better?
The scene with the Coelophysis.
Oh wow! Give up!
I can see it straining. Maybe not this long.
Really...
Okay, you're drawing this out a lot. Also, that skull, that's Sue.
It is Sue.
Yeah, it's dragged on a lot.
When it's biting there, that's definitely Sue's head. That's not Stan, I don't think. So, do we have 3 T-Rex models?
Maybe. We might have 7. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just throwing out a number because I've seen like 3 different designs of this one Rex.
I was gonna say.
I have no concept of anything.
Get used to that.
This is an animated slideshow of Triceratops.
What do you mean a new
Like a little
ally?
too thin.
No, 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 no. No, don't do the thing that Gojira said would happen, that I hoped wouldn't. Don't.
I warned
Stop
New
coming
ally?
back! Nothing's happening!
What the hell?
The search for
Just
What?
new
let
giants.
it continue,
The team is putting to the
please!
test
Oh, hey, they do have a drone. Yeah, that's why you have
okay.
your 3D printer.
Okay.
Thomas K.
Going for arm.
Wait, Thomas K? Thomas K and Michael Pittman. Gojira, go.
I'll do Pittman.
Tom K from TomK.com. Looks like he's done a lot of things. Let's see.
Yeah, I've heard
He
of him before.
Oh.
So.
worked on
Uh,
dinosaurs
good.
and mammals.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who's the other guy?
Michael Pittman. Looks like he's done a lot of really interesting stuff
Doc?
on theropods like Paravians.
Okay, so they should know what they're talking about when it comes to theropods. We'll keep that in mind for this.
It has
I've never heard of this being done before, but I could absolutely see it being done.
But
This
one
is
spot
really
on
neat,
ground.
actually.
Yeah, I like this.
Look at that.
Is glowing.
And it makes
bright.
sense why they're describing
Well,
it
if you
because
really
the other
believe that,
paleontologists
hey.
might not know.
This is cool, actually.
Good job, documentary. You did a cool segment.
As dawn
Yeah,
breaks,
we learned a thing, even if it was
Eric
completely
and
unrelated
Ricky
to what was
head
going
into the
on in your main
Badlands.
story.
Not really a big bone.
A big bone.
Is
This
that the
animal
same bone?
Would have been.
It's meant to be, I think.
The
What was
Monosaurus
the
can
point
get
of that scene?
towering.
Besides
Wait.
the drone?
Wait, did they say an adult Edmontosaurus is 7 meters long?
They did. I'm assuming it's Monosaurus.
That's literally half
That is way too.
Oh,
That
it
is like a juvenile.
of an
okay.
That's a
adult
sub.
Edmontosaurus.
Well,
Yeah,
I didn't see the name.
Monosaurus can get to like 12 meters.
Okay.
Well,
No, there are some that might be 17
Oh,
meters.
no,
Yeah,
15,
I've heard of
17
rumors
meters.
of 17, 18 meter ones. Okay.
yeah, like Shantungosaurus size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like your average
Perhaps
adult
the
would be
strangest dinosaurs who roamed.
13
You know what's
to
really good?
16. Go ahead.
If you put all the animated stuff at the beginning and put all the paleontology at the end and connected it.
I think it's fine to mix them. You just have to
Why are you so
mix them.
blue?
They stick out like a sore thumb, and they look like they were rendered in 2000.
Cows of the Cretaceous.
Okay, sorry, could you pause? Okay,
Also,
I
that
will
head
say,
bump is
I-
shit.
what?
It's what? Oh yeah, you go before I complain about this design.
Okay. I can see hadrosaurs, especially hadrosaurs, having weird or strangely vibrant colors. For a few reasons. One, they're gigantic.
Yes.
They're gonna show up no matter what you do.
Mhm.
Two, almost all of them have some kind of head crest or some sort of resonating chamber. They were not quiet animals.
No,
These things could not hide to save their lives.
no,
They
I'm fine
probably
with
relied
that.
on living in herds and their size to protect themselves.
I'm fine with.
They didn't. Elephants don't hide from predators. I don't think these things did either. I
But-
think
yeah,
bright
but-
colors are fine.
But elephants don't have predators that are literally equal to them in size.
So that's one.
So-
Two. The other thing. Why is it uniformly blue? I'm fine with it.
Yeah, there's no
I'm fine with its
there's no vibrancy.
uniformity because it's like I took a blueberry, filled it on the Edmontosaurus. Also, is that meant to be a Necton's little dumb head thing on the top of it?
Yep. Yes, it is. Oh wait, no,
Um,
it wasn't it Regalis?
that's
that had the-
Oh,
Regalis.
Regalis. Sorry, is that meant to be Regalis' dumb
So,
head thing? Because it's way too big. It's
Yep.
not fleshy, and it looks like bone, or it looks like its head's meant to be like
Yes.
that. That's not
I
what it looks like. We'll see.
I don't. Okay.
Oh,
I will say with the uniform colors, I see banding on the tail, which is known in Edmontosaurus. Actually, we know it had color banding there.
we know.
um,
Yeah, that's true.
Probably should
But it's so
stand out a bit more though.
Yeah,
And the rest of the body seems to be spotted. It's not entirely uniform, but it doesn't really stand out.
I hate its head thing. It looks like I
Yeah.
bonked it on the head with a fucking hammer.
It looks like a
I-
cartoon like little bump.
I mean, that does look like Regalis's though. That does look
You know
like the
the
thing on
six
Regalis.
Too thick. Okay, whatever.
But that
6
said,
tons. That's it.
yeah,
Yeah, 6 tons. Over
Okay.
6 tons.
I
Yeah.
need to
These
see a good
social
shot of the
creatures
face. I don't think this is the right
tolerate
species. This
That
isn't
good?
the right species. This is
No.
E. regalis. This is E. regalis. It should be E. annectens.
It should be Anectons, yeah. That's why I called it
Anect-
Anectons earlier, because Anectons is in Hell Creek. Also, yes, I guess it's over 6 tons. Sure, 10 is over 6. But
Technically true, but
10 at a minimum.
exactly, that's the
12 to
thing.
14 is more more
Exactly.
common.
Like, that is bigger than 6 tons, but it's like saying, yes, humans tend to be over 10 pounds. You're not wrong, but that's giving the wrong idea about how big these animals are.
Also, actually, from this shot, I think they have decent variation in their
Okay,
coloring.
no, these are fine. The other one, the other one's so blue. It's a different color from the other one. This one looks like a blueberry. The other ones look fine.
Yeah.
I actually like how
It's not
these
even
ones look.
shadow.
these are just
and the crest, the little
Crest is
flesh
purple.
crest is purple.
This
As a
isn't
fellow
bad.
plant
I don't
eater,
mind this.
She's no threat to them.
Yeah.
Clover's 1/2 meter tall in this shot.
about
I think that's 5-ish clovers tall.
So 2.5
2.5
meters.
So that's
about 8 meters.
That's tiny.
That's a teenage Edmontosaurus. Okay.
That's a tiny Edmontosaurus. Okay.
This a herd of teenage Edmontosaurus?
Those are not
No,
meant to be
they have-
teenagers.
I have a baby.
Could give Clover
Uh.
the protection she needs.
It won't care. It's a hadrosaur.
Yeah, but if she stays with them.
If that's true.
And it's not
Boing,
just
boing, boing.
safety they are.
Herbivores form mixed herds all the time. I think it's fine.
I
Yeah,
like
but-
the baby. That looks cute.
That looks right too, I think.
Playmate.
Looks a bit better.
Not
Oh
really.
no.
Babies play. Babies will even play with
Well,
them.
babies
I
are
think
their
it's
own
fine.
species,
Oh
not.
no, that's not true.
No, they will play with different species.
They will. That is a fact.
Yeah, but
That's true.
animals of greater intelligence than these guys.
That's not true. Crocs play with
Mm.
things.
Lizards play with things.
That's also true. Baby lizards are very playful. Random. Baby snakes do it too.
But they don't.
It's just
Fish
but they don't
play with
Little
things.
dogs.
I think it's
I
fine.
understand Gojira's thing. I understand what Gojira is coming from,
Okay.
though. It's a bit unrealistic to call them playmates because
Yeah.
neither of them will look at each other and be like, my friend. They'll look at each other and be like, ooh, random thing in the environment that might be fun. So,
Which I think is what they're doing. I
Well,
think
well,
it's. I
listen.
don't have a problem with it. They're not playing cricket.
that's true.
They're
Chasing each
toddling
other.
through a forest together.
Might as well.
But we'll see what they do.
Wait, that's actually
Well-
a good baby skull.
Them nuzzling, I don't think makes sense.
Maybe they knew each other for a really long time, but
They should just
We
throw
have
a
no.
day. Okay, I guess
mean-
time is moving. I guess time.
yeah. To be fair, this documentary has no sense of time. In a transition, we went from just meeting to 3 months from now.
We could. Yeah, we have no
In a
idea.
month.
That's not. It's not laying down correctly, is it?
No. Or I mean, if it's a baby.
Oh, that's true. It's a
maybe
baby.
it's different.
Yeah, no baby could do it because ceratopsians and most dinosaurs can't lay on their side. But if it's a baby,
Well,
sure.
no, I think they could. I think they could lay on their sides. The thing is, they can't flex their torso.
Oh,
So they either have to lay like this or like this. They just can't do both.
Yeah.
Like a
No,
mammal.
ceratopsians are just floop. Danger's never not far away in this fucking forest. There's always a T-Rex behind Clover.
And we're back in the modern day.
Of course we are.
The
26
forest is never
million
safe,
years
and
ago.
you cut to the modern day.
T-Rex ruled
This is the
over these
time to
lands.
show that T-Rex in the dark.
Just-
I could edit this documentary
Team wants
better.
to discover
That's
how this
sad.
fearsome hunter took down its prey.
Just
We
give it a
know
minute.
how it
It
took down its prey. There's an entire documentary about how it took prey that was made in stop motion in 1998.
What is that face for? Like, you look at a T-Rex, you know what that mouth do.
How it took down its prey.
What
There's a
the hell?
documentary with Jack Horner, and I don't remember the Asian scientist who argued the other points. But both sides argue how it took one if it was a scavenger, and the other side how it took down prey. Is an amazing
Valley of the
documentary.
T-Rex.
No, Valley of the T-Rex was Horner's only one. There's another one that came out before Valley of the T-Rex that showed both sides, and Jack Horner is a lot less
you're right.
theatrical.
You're right.
Yeah, it's actually a really good documentary. It's a documentary that I think Jack Horner does a great job in, and a great job presenting his side. Valley of the T-Rex does not, but we know how it did. These are
actually,
paleontologists.
Okay. Speaking of Horner, actually, apparently he really likes using drones to look for fossils, which is kind of neat.
I've heard Horner is very technologically advanced when it comes to paleontology.
Yeah,
why isn't this documentary about that? This documentary should be about the breaking edge technology we're using, not about paleontologists discovering. Oh God, Gojira! I'm already this mad.
Discovering a Triceratops, a T-Rex, and an Edmontosaurus in the Hell Creek Formation.
It gets even worse. Like, it gets worse.
How?
Plaster coat.
Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
One.